Hi everyone, this is Roman Fight Vision and we are at Muay Thai Digest. In this episode, we will talk about warm-up in Muay Thai and other Thai martial arts. We'll see the different styles of warm-up in different parts of Thailand. You will also get answers to questions that you asked me on Quora and in the comments. What is the difference between Western boxing and Muay Thai? We will show you some techniques comparing. You will know what is the best for self-defense, Muay Thai or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I think you will be surprised. We will also try to find the answer to the question, is Thai boxing the most powerful style of martial arts? But before we start, I need to announce 4 major updates. First of all, my Telegram page. Please find and follow me. There you can find all the exclusive materials that I can show you in the videos. Also some fights from the golden era of kickboxing and all traditional Muay Thai. Right now you can find Muay Thai Bible book for free, some articles about Bruce Lee and what famous trainers think about him and his training methods. Also, this video is about warm-up, but unfortunately I don't have video about MuayBoran warm-up in old style, but in my Telegram page you can find photo guide about this style of warm-up. The second thing is our new section, SeanAnswers. Do you remember Sean? Professional trainer and fighter in Muay Thai, kickboxing and karate, famous in Thailand and in Singapore. He will answer to your questions about Muay Thai, about training methods, about training programs, any questions, some undercover things of Muay Thai life in Thailand, what do you need to become a fighter, how to participate and other things. Just write your questions with tag Sean Answers and he will answer you in the next videos. So any questions about Muay Thai, martial arts, self-defense and other things. Update number 3. Some of you asked me to release small Muay Thai techniques tutorials that you can practice every day, and I decided to post it on my Instagram. So my Instagram now is your daily guide to Muay Thai techniques. Number 4. Muay Thai and Kickboxing at Home course. The ultimate program for newcomers to training at home. In this course, you'll learn Muay Thai and kickboxing basics from level 1 like stances and punches to level 2 elbow, knee strikes and basic kicks, and to level 3 with high kicks, advanced kicks and punching and kicking combinations. All the section will be finished with real workouts, so you will practice all your knowledges in active exercises, not only by theory. So join now and be prepared and well trained no matter what. Muay Thai and kickboxing at home. You should never begin Muay Thai training or any other martial art or sport without first going through a basic warm-up program which prepares every part of the body to subsequent action. Any such program should basically target 3 areas: the cardiovascular system, the muscles and the joints. So before boxer starts any serious training, his body requires a warm-up. A good warm-up, properly performed, is beneficial in many ways. Experience will always show that a sufficient amount of warming up will protect a boxer from the muscle strain that can result from very strenuous exercise. The basic purpose of the warm-up, as its name indicates, is to raise the body temperature, particularly that of the deep line muscles. It also stretches the ligaments and various membranes, so that's the body's flexibility, and consequently its readiness for the athletic activity is increased, which then accelerates the metabolic process of the cells and also speed up reflexes. Among the exercises that are very suitable for warming up are jogging, running at a comfortable speed or other activities. The important thing is that they should cause the body to move gently and freely. Warm-up exercises help a boxer to find out the degree of intensity and length of time needed to his body temperature to rise to the right point when he is sweating freely. Warm-up exercises should start at a moderate rate of speed and then accelerate until the boxer feels that his body temperature is high enough and his circulation improved. The effects of warm-up should last about 45 minutes, although the exact length of an effective warm-up varies according to individuals' physique and age. In general, warm-up should be restricted to about 20 minutes, so that it leaves the body in condition to work maximum efficiency. This is just enough time to put the body in a state where it can move really well. An abundant supply of food and oxygen has been brought to the blood in the muscle tissue, and the muscles are therefore ready to work to the limit of their ability. Furthermore, blood sugar and adrenaline levels have been raised to optimum levels for the athletic activities. And at the end of training session, a boxer should always cool down to allow his circulatory system and other body functions to ease back to their normal state. Now we will demonstrate you different styles of warm-up in different parts of Thailand, and you can choose which one you like most, or you can use different in different time. Also, as I said, in my Telegram page Fight Vision you can find MuayBoran style of warm-up.
Sawadee Cup. Okay, Sean Douglas here from Fight House, Thailand. I've got some questions from Fight Vision, and the first one is, what are the differences between boxing and Muay Thai? There's many differences, but we'll keep it short and sweet. The sweet science, boxing. One of the major differences is that I only have two tools, two weapons to do the job, and I do have limited targets, right? The torso and the head to strike. So a lot of the positions are quite different as well, and the weight distribution, how I will stand, sort of root myself into the floor to punch strong. The bladed position being a bit more sideways, and ducking and bobbing and weaving and head movement. And those crouch positions in Western boxing is quite different than in Muay Thai. In Muay Thai, we will be standing a bit more upright, less of those crouching positions because we have kicks and knees coming up. We also have many more weapons in Muay Thai to use: the elbow, the knee, the kicks. We can also continue to fight in the clinch. We can also sweep our opponent. So quite a bit difference in how many tools we have for the job. But those are some of the major differences between boxing and Muay Thai.
Okay, fighting position for me. Now again, talking about the frame or the window frame, the hand position in Muay Thai. It seems like we're offering up a huge target, okay? Because we're squaring our body. There's balance between left and right. It makes things equal as far as strength-wise, left side to right side. But there's many counters, and the conditioning that we go through to condition the core of the body is pretty extreme, okay? Unlike a lot of arts, we're able to take a lot more damage here, but this is just an illusion, okay? It looks open and available, but it's actually really safe position, okay? Because we're building an illusion to trap and for those opponents to try to attack into that huge gateway, okay? Now, the hands are lifted, the shoulders are raised, so this is shielding anything that might come around to attack his head. It looks very open, but with subtle parries and movements and adjustments, we can cover these areas that are open. For instance, he can use a slight parry with this hand, right? If I was to attack in the window. Turn for me. If I was to attack in this big gate, which we would call it, just a subtle movement or a parry of the hand, okay? Opposite side, same thing, okay? So it feels like you might be open, it might feel a little like you're exposed, but this position offers you much more defense than a Western boxing position, especially if I was to attack with elbows over the hands, okay?
So we will start with a jab here. Try to whip out the body. Use the whole body when you do the jab. If you're doing a jab, you try to rotate your whole body like a whip with the punch, so it gets through. So when I jab, I will use my whole body, all right, like this. Otherwise, it won't be the correct power. As you can see, when I whip it, it's much harder. Muay Thai jab อะไร same or what different between jab Muay Thai and ฝรั่ง what different jab Muay Thai jab boxing same yeah this is the same thing so Muay Thai jab and a normal traditional boxing jab is basically the same yeah same so you just rotate to yep so you basically use your whole body and whip out your body like that
What is the best self-defense style between Muay Thai or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? And this is definitely a hard question. It's highly debatable. I truly believe that it's a fusion between both of those systems would make the best self-defense style. If you're looking at styles that are developed basically for that, like Israeli combatives or Krav, it's a fusion between the two, because fights can mostly start standing on the feet, but I'd say statistically speaking most fights will end up in a grappling scenario or on the ground. So I'd have to choose Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu would definitely give you a major advantage in all those positions, and it definitely helps you deal with a larger, heavier opponent. And it gives you options to not just punch and kick, but to submit or manipulate a joint or a position to control that situation and end it relatively peacefully or under control. So I would have to say Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. All right, Sean here again from Fight House Thailand. And the third question is Muay Thai one of the most, or is it the most powerful fighting style? Wow, that's another difficult question and highly debatable. I'd say it's definitely one of the top when it comes to being a powerful style. There's definitely some fighting karate styles that are extremely powerful too. But when it comes to delivering damage, or if we're talking about ring sports, I would have to say Muay Thai is definitely one of the toughest ring sports that you could compete in, just because you're forced to strike and you don't have the option to submit or necessarily stall in positions, even in the clinch, or continue to fight in the clinch. So I'd say damage-wise, Muay Thai would be one of the top, but MMA, especially now as evolved as it's become, gives you all the options. So, you know, MMA is definitely up there. But yes, if we're talking about ring sports, I would say Muay Thai is definitely in the top three. I hope that answers your questions. I know it's not as direct as maybe you would have liked them to be, but that's the best answers I can give for you guys, and I hope that helps. Thanks a lot. Sawadee Krap.
Pet's going to demonstrate some basic standing warm-ups that you'll see in Muay Thai. Very traditional. Hands on the shoulders. He'll rotate his arms. He'll reverse direction, now going back. Hands forward, rotating small circles out, small circles in. Okay, left hand on the hip, right hand high, stretching across, pushing in. Back to center, left arm up, right arm here, pushing across. When we're doing this, we're breathing in deep, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Back to center, deep breath in, reaching for the toes. He'll relax his neck and head, lower back, and he'll keep the legs straight. You'll see a lot of the guys bouncing, but we want to try to maintain a good smooth stretch, okay? And coming back up. Okay, twisting, turning the feet inward. Hands here, and rotating the torso. And also lifting the knee in this direction and twisting the torso in the opposite direction. And the right side. The neck. Hands on the hips, looking down, looking up, down, and up, turning the head left and right, left and right, left and right, opening the base, resting the chin in the palms, putting a little pressure, and pushing the chin left to right. Warming up those neck muscles. Rotation of the wrists, interlacing the fingers, rotating the wrist, and switching direction. One more for the shoulders. Hands forward and out, crossing over, under, over, under, over, under, over the head, and back down to the waistline. Okay, attention. Sawadee Krap.
Like that. Like that.
It's after.
After. Yeah, after. The same in it. Like that. And then you look. After clenching, after finish exercise, look. Oh yeah, like that.
Oh, okay.
And then Boran. arm leg arm ก็เลยกิน leg ก็เลยกิน For me, not another people different, but for me, I like it. Like it. Because the body will relax. Some people will like it, can, but I cannot do.
That's
For me,
okay.
I like it. I like it for body relax after training.
Oh.
After training. Shadow boxing first. After finish exercise, I warm up a bit. It take your time, don't take long time, take long time. For arm, for neck, for neck. For neck, I like it. But take long time, not short time. Everything take long time.
By the way, you can write in the comment section which styles or martial arts techniques you want to see and want to learn. I will try to film it next time.